Hey guys, it's Sky, and today we're gonna do a tier list. Try and do something different from usual games or art. I thought, you know, I was given the idea to do a tier list from Isolated Sea, and I was like, you know what, let's do this. So I decided to do Star Wars because I'm a big Star Wars fan. Am I a hardcore Star Wars fan? No, I'm not. But here you can see we have a lot of characters from different movies. Sadly, Mandalorian is not on there. Ah, but we can work with what we got. So I know most of these characters, some of these characters, maybe, I mean, they just seem like fillers, but it's like whatever. So let's see my tier list. All right. So I think what we're gonna do, maybe we'll just get rid of the ones I barely know. And just yeah. So I know who she is. Let's see who else we got in here. Like she just stuck out. That was like she looked like Aunt May from not Star Wars from Spider Man. You know. Let's see who else I do not know. I know, I know, I know, I know, I know, I know, I know. I mean, it doesn't matter. Okay, yeah, I don't know who this is. Seems familiar, but no, not really popping in my head. Let's see. I guess this guy seems familiar from like maybe like the earlier Star Wars. Not really sure where he's from. Okay, let's see. You got these guys. Pretty sure they're friends of Luke during the Wing Fighter, and it's like, ugh. Okay, like I don't know. Pretty sure they died. What else we got here? I think like I don't really know her like that, so I don't really think I need to be rating her. Who else do I not know in here? It's a lot of characters, I must say, though. I do not know him. I don't think that's the general, so I'm gonna assume that's not him and put him there. Um, who else we have in here that I do not recall and have no remorse for? A lot of characters, though, I must say. It's a lot of characters. But I think I got rid of the ones I do not know. So I think all these here are dope. Okay, let's begin. Anakin as class. Me, as an Anakin fan, I can't doubt it. I like him. Obi-Wan too. Just the general stuff. Qui-Gon Jinn as class. You can't hate on Qui-Gon Jinn. He basically invented force ghosting. Like just coming up to you like, hey, what's up? I'm a ghost. So I can't doubt Qui-Gon Jinn. He's a master. He's like super smart and all that. Better than the rest of the Jedi. Maybe to rival Yoda. Padme S class. Why? Because she jumped that cat. Like, come on, dude. When she fought that cat during her prison break with Anakin and Obi Wan, I was like, yo, that's pretty wild. I don't expect a lot of characters to be doing that. R2D2, the bro. Like, no matter who you are in the Skywalker lineage, he's take care of you. You know, as long as you care for him. And I appreciate the dynamic between Anakin and R2 during the Clone Wars. They're friends. He made sure R2 was okay even as a droid. And R2 knows how to fight, and he's a sassy dude. He's a sassy dude. He's just be like C3PO, snap, snap, and it's just like okay. C3PO, they could choose a better image, but I guess they choose this C3PO, which is like lower guy. Um, I put him at C. That C3PO was kind of, C3PO. Yoda, to be honest, after a lot of evaluation, Yoda's cool, but he's not that cool. I'm not really a big fan, so I don't know. I'm really considering C or B, so I'll put him in B for now. I feel like he's a good he's a good character. Maybe not my favorite. Uh, but I could see his potential when he fights or whatever. Like in Lord, the third episode, when he fought Sidious, Jar Jar Binks. I'll put him up here. and B. I actually liked Jar Jar Binks. I think everyone hated on him too harsh back in the day, and I wasn't really annoyed by him. I thought he was fun as a kid. But sadly, people don't like that. Maybe it's because he was talking like in an accent, like a Jamaican. I don't know. So maybe they're hating on it. Just how goofy he was, which is kind of weird because Yoda was the same thing. Yoda was just in a weird. He's talk weird, and he is act up. Just dancing in the corner or whatever. It's like, come on, guys, come on. Maybe because Yoda got gray hair and they put some respect. Sidious. This Sidious. I think this Lord Sidious, I'll put C. I wasn't really as interested in his. Like, I would say maybe in the Clone Wars era, I kind of liked his deceptiveness. But in the movies, I'm not as interested in him. So I'll put him in like C. Maybe these things might drop down, but yeah. Mace Windu, obviously S. That's my boy. Killing Machine, he know what to do. He's big man on campus. Let's see, General Grievous S class. I love General Grievous. I like how his designs is. I like the fact that he had four blades and he just started wiping out Jedi. Proving that hey, you guys ain't all that. You guys are just people with swords and fancy magical powers, and he don't have magical powers. And he's still killing them. So it's like you got to put some respect on Grievous' name. Like he's a Jedi hunter. Darth Maul S class. Yes, Darth Maul's S class. I really liked his character development. Like in the movie, he doesn't get as much rep, but I like that they explore him later on within like the cartoon series and how much of a character he's grown in Rebels and in the Clone War series. Like he even like ran his own syndicate of of things. Like Sidious just dropped him off the ball, but Sidious like knows he's alive. But then like Darth Maul's like, well, time to build myself up and hate Obi-Wan. So that's kind of how he is. Um, Contemplating, looking at this list right now. Maybe I will drop Padme to A because she's cool and she know how to shoot with her gun and all that. But I guess her character was also kind of flawed to some extent with Anakin. I don't know. Maybe I'll put her back, but for right now, I'll drop her down to A because I didn't really compare to these guys. I know much more than Padme, so I think if I like you and I know a lot about you, I'll put you in S. But if I don't, but I kind of like you, yeah, I think I'll put an A. So I think that's how we're gonna go. My boy, that's Flip Burgers. DC. Let's go with C. I think I think he was cool when he met Obi-Wan. He seemed like that cool Uncle Joe type of guy. So it's like so I respect that. I respect that. So I put him there. Count Dooku. Maybe I'll put okay, now I gotta realign everything. Okay, so we'll put these guys down to D. Then we'll Yoda might be C. And okay, yeah, I think Count Dooku is better than Jar Jar and Yoda. I think I like Count Dooku as a character because he stood his ground a lot, and he seemed to be like that wise guy. I'm not too. I like him more, but I'm not like still not like the biggest hugest fan for Count Dooku. I just thought like he owned it. He owned that he was a Jedi, and then he was just like, yo, I'm a Sith now, and he came waltzing in with his like rapier, like a lightsaber, and he has his like cape and he does his like stance, so I feel like that's pretty dope. It's pretty cool. I like him. Like I like him for what he stood for. So I think I'll put him above because I feel like I could tolerate him more than Yoda and Jar Jar. Let's go. Kit Fisto. I put him in C. I like him. He's actually pretty cool. In the movies, obviously you don't see him like that, but in the shows, he has something about him. Just something about him, and I could kind of tolerate it. My boy here, I'll go to an A. I actually really like his character design, and I've actually researched on the type of planet he's from and how his entire species is super force related, and they tend to be in the Jedi Council a lot. But they're also the most Jedi of Jedi, essentially. So apparently, they understood what it means to be a Jedi without them being a Jedi. That's kind of their species, like force related stuff. So I think I really like him, his character, and how he talked. And he was also a mentor to Ahsoka, and I thought that was really cool. I really like that. This Twilight here, I put her in C as well. She was there, she existed, and then she kind of died. You know, it's just like she came, she gone. Maybe I put her in D. I don't really know it like that. I don't know. I feel like if it was another Twilight, I would put them up, but her not so much. She don't. She I think she came in one episode, and I was like, okay, this dude going F. This dude is a sociopath, and he's sick, and he's a long-headed freak. So we're gonna put him down there. Um. Oh, okay. A little background on him, I guess. He has multiple wives, and because that's the species, the males are very rare. So when a male is born, they are given a high chance, and the fact that he's a male Jedi is like super rare, super rare. So, but he's just sociopath. He doesn't feel no remorse towards people. So when someone dies, he's just like, oh, okay, you know. But he was a high in Jedi Council for some reason, so I guess he was good at something. But he tended to make a lot of bad decisions. My dude here, F, didn't really care for him. Uh, you know, I guess I could put him in D, but I'll just put him in F. I'll just leave him there. My boy Jango Fett. I put him in B because I really liked him, but at the same time, I don't really know much about him, you know. So I feel like because I know Boba Fett more than Jango Fett, I would put Boba over Django. But I still like Django's aesthetic because overall the way he fought Obi-Wan was pretty cool. Uh and how he was like the first guy I saw in the Star Wars universe with like jetpacks like that. Like yeah, we had Boba Fett, but I didn't really pay attention to Boba Fett back in the day. Um so when I saw Jango Fett, because as a kid I was like a bit older, and I saw Jango Fett and how shiny he was and everything, I was like, yo, this guy's cool. He's flying his cool plane and the spaceship. I was like, oh, it's really nice. Um, Boba Fett, Kid Boba. I think I'll stick him with his father. I think I liked him, but I didn't like him too much. I think his character was kind of flawed. Yeah, he just didn't feel relatable like that, so I wasn't really connecting with him. I get why his anger was with his dad, but yeah, it's whatever. Cody, I'll put him in A because Cody was a cool dude. He was friends with. He was basically the commander for Obi-Wan. So yeah, I think, and plus, come on, look at that armor, my guy. Like he was flexing on the droids. He just came in, yo, I'm looking fresh, and I'm about to slay, and he just started, just killing everyone, just commanding everyone. So I like Cody. Cody's cool. Anakin's mama, I put her in B because overall, she really loved her son, and it's a shame what happened to her. A necessity, possibly, but I think she was really nice. She came, she saw the song, but she took Qui Gon Jinn and Obi inside her home, and she's like, yo, my son has potential. Cool, I would like better life for him, and she sent him off. That was nice. This dude can go on F. I mean, he's just one of those insect guys that all the Jedi's and Slayed. I do feel sorry for his species. There's only one of his species kind of left, I guess, after the whole war. Sidious is like kill him, and so basically the entire planet was kind of wiped. My dude here can be D, Jar Jar's boy. Um, but I don't know. He felt like a stickler in the beginning for me, so I was like, "Ugh, who's this dude?" Because he was like, "Jar Jar, what are you doing?" And then Jar Jar's like, "Me, I don't know." And, so I was like, I don't like this dude. He's a stickler. He acting up. My boy's here. I'll put him in B. I thought they're well. I'll put him in B because he's protecting Padme. I'll put him in C because he did his job. You know, he did his job in the series, and yeah, that's all we can really ask for. This guy, he protected Padme though, and whatnot. I think he died in episode three, or was it two? Maybe three. I don't know. I liked him. I think he was really cool. Um, maybe I'm just giving him a one up just because of the aesthetic of his eye patch. Dude's got an eye patch. Who is this one? Who is this one? I know it's a Wookiee, but I don't know what type of Wookiee because there's a couple of them. It's not Chris Hampton or anything. Okay, I'm gonna move him as if he's Chris Anthon, but I know he's not Chris Anthon. Okay, so if he's Chris Anthon, I give him an A because Chris Anthon's cool. My dude bodies people and he punches up people and he takes on bullets and he's a gladiator. That's cool. That's on par with Cody. You know what I'm saying? So I put him in A. My dude here with the beard. I actually like his design. I thought he was really interesting. Now he's a hobo on the streets because he doesn't have Anakin anymore. And Anakin was making the money for him, so sad life. Um, but I think he's on par with Jar Jar. Like I had some type of interest in his species. Maybe his character was kind of like ew, but at the same time, I didn't really mind it because I kind of understood the fact that he's like a businessman. He had to he got to make it in life, even if he has slaves. And it's like he treat them right in a sense. Yeah, he gambled and debt with Anakin, and whatnot. To make sure he don't want his Anakin to win or whatnot. But the Force decided what was what. But I still put him in C. I think he was an interesting character. My dude here can go down with D with the other stickler. I don't know. I think he was kind of cool, but at the same time, not really. Not interested. Don't really care. My girl here, I guess who replaced Padme or something? I thought she was kind of cool, so I put her in C. Her outfits were like fresh. So my dude here could go on B because I thought he was really cool as a kid because he just came walking in on his arms and then started messing with his goggles with his feet, and I was like, "Yo, I don't know who this dude is, but that's cool." And then he started, and then his pod racing was like go 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 go, and I was like a Mustang, and I was like, "Yo, I just loved him. I just loved his aesthetic. Like I thought he was really cool. It seemed like he was like the top dog around as pod racer. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. He was rough. He was like, it was like a biker gang, and I liked that. That was really cool. I should put you in A if I hyping you up so much. Yeah, so I can put you in A. Luke, dog, that depends. This Luke, maybe B. I mean, I know people are Luke fans, I guess. Me, I was an average fan of Luke, I assume. I appreciated what he did as a Jedi, but I felt like he didn't stand out as much to me. He just felt there. If you get what I'm saying, like I don't know. He's overhyped, I guess. It's either the older generation of Star Wars fans, I think, overhype Luke. I don't think maybe it's the comics. Maybe the comics does him more justice, but yeah, no, not for me. Never really read the comics like that, so I can't really justify this version of Luke. Princess Leia S tier because hey, why not? She was a princess. She was a woman. She stood her ground in the middle of the battlefield while her soldiers were dying. She's a commander and a leader. She had a whole fleet. Like she knew what to do. She was in charge and she slayed. That's all I can say. She just knew what to do. She was I don't know what else to explain. Han Solo. I'll put you in A because I liked his character. I mean, yeah, I guess because he's the bad boy, maybe that's why I kind of liked his character, which is a traditional thing. I think he just had maybe it's also the fact that the actor, really portrayed Han pretty good. I think that's another case. Like I feel like the actor just portrayed him really well. You know, so what's his name? Ford. Can't remember his first name or his last name, but I feel like the actor portrayed him pretty well, and I think that's what sold the character for me. So I'll put him in A. This Han Solo's version. Darth Vader, S class. We don't need to talk about that. We don't need to talk about that. He's perfect. He's perfect. This C3PO. I'll put you. Yeah, it's hard to decide. I'll put you in B, but I want to put you in A just because the last movies they did him so dirty, and I know C3PO did not deserve that dirt. He's a really good droid, and I feel like the whole idea of treating him bad just was overblown, and I kind of don't like that, you know. But at the same time, I have to put him in B because I like his character, but I don't. His character wasn't explored in a good manner, which doesn't make me have any reason to really put him up higher. I just really liked his sass with R2, but that was about it. Like I feel like that's the only thing that really sold his character, and it felt bad. There's nothing else really to him. This Obi-Wan, old Ben. I think I'll put old Ben in C class along with Yoda. He was good, but he wasn't good enough. I think for me, old Ben, as though he's a wise Obi-Wan, he felt flat, I guess. He didn't seem to have a lot to his characters. Especially, like, I don't know, just overall, I just don't feel like his character. He trained Luke. I don't even know how long he trained Luke, and then he just said, "Yo, Vader, kill me." And it's like a weird, like he had his own vendetta with Vader. That kind of like I don't know, like what did he think Luke was ready? Like that's such a weird thing. Like as the last Jedi, as Luke being the last Jedi, you thought he was ready enough that you could just suicide bomb in front of Vader just to prove yourself to him. It's kind of weird. So I don't think I didn't like really Obi-Wan that much for that. I didn't think I really connected with whatever he was doing for Luke. Um so yeah. This Sidious. Is there another Sidious? Or is that the only Sidious? Okay, so I'll put that Sidious A class. I think Sidious is really cool. I think his character is really cool. I think the powers that he controls, especially in the last three movies, where even though it was kind of weird for him to come back, but also it made sense why he came back. I think with the overall idea that he had so much power and so much influence inside the whole government of the world, like galactic policies and stuff, I thought it was really cool. And I think you got to give him credit for that. So I'll put him in A because of that, and because he says he just talks like this. I don't know. He's a cool character. Now this one, Admiral Jabbar, I think that's his name. Put you in C. I don't have really much relations with you. I'll put you in D. Not much relations. You seem cool. You acted cool. And that's about it. Little Anakin. That's a tough one. Put you in B. You were cool, I guess, to me as a kid, but now looking back at it, it was just a lot of arrogance, and I'm not really into that. The pod racing scene is what sold it for me, but it wasn't really because of your character. It was just the pod racer was really cool. Um, I don't know. He just seemed like a kid, I guess, and I couldn't really feel for that. I don't really feel anything for that. This dude, A. What was he in Rogue One? He was the monk's friend, and I think he was really cool. Like he was your boy. He was the monk's boy through and through. He came out. He said, "Yo, if that's what he's gonna do, I'll follow." Like he followed his boy straight to the end. He pulled out his big gun. And he started shooting. I respect that. Uh, BB-8. I put an A class. I will not put him on par with R2. But I guess BB-8's pretty cool. He's like the child version of R2. He has his little slide jokes, like when he flips out his lighter just to say thumbs up. And it's kind of cute. I like it. I like the he's cool. Like you can roll a ball through magnetism. Like I think that's smart by itself for a design. Um, which makes it kind of funny because because he's an asteroid unit, just like R2. Um, but like he's more compacted. Like he has more in store for him for a small robot. Making R2 kind of obsolete, but R2 units still kind of exist. I guess. Kind of funny. Um, this guy, I liked him, so I put him in A class. I liked him in the Solo movie. Uh, Not because I'm biased that I like the actor, but I did like him in the Solo movie. He really proved the point to try and train Han. I think he did well. I think he also did well because he looked like he was a master con artist. He always thought a step ahead to always ensure that he was safe and and ensure that he gets the money that he wants. I thought that was really cool of him. I thought he had a cool character design. So put Ant in C class. Do I have any feelings for the Ant? No, I just put in D. No feelings whatsoever. This guy F class. I never liked him. Thought he was creepy. Yeah. Boba Fett S class. Boba Fett's really dope. Obviously his armor. Obviously his jetpack. Outdoes his daddy. You know. I put him at S class, especially later on in the Mandalorian series and Book of Boba Fett. He's grown as a character, and I appreciate that. This guy in Rogue One, maybe I'll put him in B. I don't really know him as much, but I think he had some good moments. He made me laugh because he's trying to do his best. Bosk, um, it's kind of weird where to put him. I think I'll put him in A. I really like Bosk's species of hunters. They basically steal people and hunt them down. That's what makes them. I guess that's they like to hunt. That's why they're good bounty hunters. And I like Bosk. I guess I've seen him in the Clone Wars series. Bosk really is a nice character, along with Boba. When Boba was a child, like they used to hang out around each other and do what do you call it, missions and such. Some hunts, bounty hunting. So yeah, I like Bosk, um, especially how he uses like acid um, in his warfare. He's like a tactical dude, and he's a lizard man. Lando Calrissian, this version, I will put him in A class. Lando Calrissian in this version was pretty dope. He was pretty funny. He was pretty, he was like the gentleman. And so he's on Power Han Solo. So yeah, that's where I'll put him. This guy, I put him in B. Barely know him like that. Um, Actually, we can. Flip, bro. I think I'll stick you in B. I think you're a cool character, but if I say you're okay, you need to be in C. But and then you would OB. Now I'm reconsidering why Obi-Wan is so high up, but like I should put him in D class. I think I'll put him in D class. Okay. Okay, Chewbacca. A class. Chewbacca. I'm already gonna explain it. This dude, S class. My dude can basically feel the force, and he is not force sensitive, and I like that. Like he was more Jedi than Jedi. My boy was just in the force is in me. I'm one with the force, and then he just started walking while bullets are shooting, and then just whipping out enemies, and it's like, yo, this dude is the next Daredevil. This chick, you could be with this dude. You had your good moments helping out your boy, uh, Paul. What's his name? Poe. Yeah. I think it's Poe. No, you'll be A class because you are top tier, my guy. Like you, I not only did I like your accent, uh, or your speech, um, what do you call it? Speech impediment, which I thought really added to your character. But I thought you were very smart. You basically had to put Finn and the I forgot what the Asian girl was called, but you had to put Finn down, and it's like yo, y'all ain't smart. Like y'all ain't even thinking about what this overall war means for people. And I like that. This girl, A class, I liked her when she was. I don't know. Yeah, I like it more than the rest of them. So I liked her aesthetic outfit and whatnot, which is why I'm putting her so high up. That's mainly the reason I thought she was cool. But then I thought Jango Fett was cool, so I think I'll have to put you in B. Hmm. Let's reevaluate. Anakin C again. C. Mm, okay, you're fine for now. Finn D. His character went to trash, and he is a simp. I have no remorse for this character, but I don't hate him. So I'll put him next to Obi-Wan. I feel like his character did not add anything. Okay, so I think that's how I'm gonna do it. D is for characters that I feel like were there that I didn't really feel anything for, or I felt like had no good thing for the movies. Let's see. C would be, I guess, for characters that I know a bit and like to an extent, but are meh still. All right, my dude here. You can be C. I like you. You're kind of meh. Greedo. I don't know. I guess I'll put you in D. I don't really care about Greedo. I know people talk about Greedo didn't shoot first. Greedo did shoot first, but I'm not really as interested in Greedo, so that doesn't bother me. Young Han Solo. I'll put you in C. I enjoy his character, but he was still kind of meh to me. He didn't really add a lot to me. Um, it just helped me. I just, he just helped me enjoy the rest of the movie. I guess how the characters are acting. This Han Solo, I like. I don't know. The aesthetic of old Harrison Ford is nice, so I'll stick you in this class. This chick, D. I don't really care too much about, but I don't hate her. This dude, D. I don't hate him. Don't care too much about him. This droid can be B. Bounty hunter droids are really awesome. And I really enjoy how they are. Jabba the Hutt. I'll put you in C. I like you to an extent, but you're still meh. Padme's friend. In the series, he's pretty cool, so I like him, but he's still meh. Your girl from Rogue One. Yeah, meh. This dude, I think I want to put him in S. Just because his comedy was top tier as a droid, like he was just like so aware, and it was nice and refreshing. And nah, I don't want to put you up too high. I'll put you back in A. This dude, I don't care too much. Um, let's put my boy in A. At first, I didn't really like Kylo Ren, but after a while, I kind of got used to his character in the three movies and kind of enjoyed what he was evolving into. I just feel that they did his character dirty though. So this one, I'll put you in S actually. I feel like you're above him because you were fighting for robot rights and then you became one with the ship and all that. And I think that was really nice. I thought she really added a lot of character and the crowd. We're seeing you will be S class. No words about it. That's Donald Glover. Next Princess Leia, S class. No words about it. That's Princess Leia. This Luke though, I will put in S class. I liked him more than you know younger Luke because he just had more character. I mean, yeah, even though it was kind of weird that he was kind of neglectful against the Jedi Order and such, I still feel like he was a nice character. I feel that he really went through a lot in life and just was like done with it. And I feel like I don't know, maybe just the idea that a Jedi was just done being a Jedi was an interesting trope, and I feel like he acted it well. Okay, Mon, I will put you in B. You know, I should put Luke in C. I don't even know why I think about that. Okay, so I'll put Mon in B. I like her to an extent, but I think she's a really great character. Uh, Even though she wasn't shown as much, I still appreciated the wisdom that she provided to the Star Wars universe. My boy here, I want to put him in C. I kind of like him just because of the way he looks, um, and I guess how he talked. I still don't like, he's still mad to me, but I still kind of liked him, to how he was. This girl D, she's meh. The uncle meh. Asian girl sister meh. Phasma, let's put Phasma in B. I liked her aesthetic. I liked her character development, and I felt like she was going somewhere. It's a shame what they did with her in like one episode. I thought she had a lot of potential. Poe Dameron, I put you with B. I put you with Phasma. I think your character was really cool. I think it was going places. Also, not too satisfied with how your character development was. I think it could have been better, but who am I to say? It's just I feel like a lot more could have been done. But you're supposed to be the arrogant trope, like Harrison Ford's Han Solo was supposed to be. So I guess I can understand why they did what they did. Your girl here could be also a B. Um, I find her better than younger Han Solo when she acted in it. She was a dick, I guess, but she was, I guess, how they portrayed her character to be very, how to say it. She was thinking ahead. She was thinking, hey, riches, and I have to think strategy as well. I think I like that about her. Even though Han Solo was fighting to find her, and she had their moment with him, she was like, "Yo, you was just a fling now. Don't you you never came back for me, and I have to make a life of my own." So that's what she did. She made life for her own, and I respect that. I respect the hustle. She fought. Rancor can be a B because I like Rancors. Ray, my God. Um, Yo, bro, I don't even know, man. I'm like really willing to just put her in F, but I don't hate her, so I'll just put her in D. She's man. She's like whatever. She's just like a character to me. Her and Finn, they just, uh, like I don't want to put her on the actress. Sorry. I don't like the character development. I just felt it was so weird, it's so wonky. It didn't make no sense. She was so into herself. Babu Freak can just be all the way up here, bro. Because his name is Babu Freak. That's why he get up here. That's his name. That's why he deserves this B spot. Yeah, I get it. Babu starts with B. But that's not the point. Babu Freak is cool. Your boy Ness, he cool too. He was in the I forget his name. But he was inside Jedi Fallen Order game. He was inside Rebels. And he was also inside the Clone Wars series. He was fighting for his hometown, his home planet, when the Empire guess, came as well, and or the separatists with the droids. Um, it's interesting how his idealisms were. They were more so fight to survive. They were more radical than the resistance was. So he was the bad side of the resistance, I guess, where he was very serious about getting the job done at any costs. But I respected that. I respected that from him. He really put in the work, and I think he's dead now, which is interesting. So, but I liked him. I really liked his character, even though it was kind of dickish. But it's understandable coming from his background. This thing, actually, I'll put in C. I think it was pretty cool, just because the laugh when he's like, "Yeah," I was like, "Oh, that's pretty funny. That's a nice little character right there." The Sarlacc pit. I put it in C because I thought the Sarlacc pit was really cool. Um, it was an interesting concept for like a worm in the ground, and that was the first time I discovered about like after looking at that. Then I over the years I learned about sand lions, ant lions, and how they do the same thing as a sarlacc pit, and I was like, oh, that's really cool. They're like sarlacc pits. This dude, what the fuck is he? Meh. I have no feelings for you. I don't know who you are. This guy, meh. He was a character. I don't hate him. Put you in B because I saw you in the Clone Wars series and how you've handled yourself and how you rose the ranks to rebels. Um, and I really liked. Like he was a jerk, but he was really cool. He stood his ground on what it was that he wanted for the Empire, and I like his character for that. I like how well they designed his character to be stern. So I would give him that. Your girl here, I'll put her in C. I like the species from. Yeah, I forgot what the water planet is called. But where the clone facility is, uh, I like it. Con, 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 Camino. That's the word. She's from Camino, and I liked the way she looked and her species with long necks like giraffes, walk around with these long limbs. I thought a really cool concept. Um, I move in Han Solo. I don't know. He irritated me looking at him and see what the rest of these cool people. He was mad at me. Mm, I'm tempted. I tempted. I looking at these two. I tempted, but I leave it alone. Okay, so you got your girl here. She's really cool, actually. I'll put her in B. She really put in her effort, especially for Finn. And Finn tossed to the side, bro. I didn't like that. I was like, yo, what the flip is going on? But I really like her. She does her job. She lost her sister, and she made sure the resistance was still flourishing. Her character was not utilized perfectly in the last episode. Thought it was dumb. And they're just focusing on these new characters that they bring in. I was like, why? Why? Why you bring in new characters when you have old characters you could use? I put her in D. I want to put. I don't know. I'm between D and C because I like her aesthetic. I like her way she looks, but I didn't really like her. She was mad at me. This year boy. I forget what he called. He is um an Inquisitor. I kind of liked him, so I'll put him in B. Inquisitor was really cool. Is he Inquisitor? I would hope he's the Inquisitor. I need to try to figure out where he's from now that I'm looking at him. If he's the Inquisitor, I'm putting him in B because I'm assuming he's the. I don't know. He might have been dead then. Yeah, he should have been dead by then. Okay, if he's the Inquisitor, B. If he's not, forget this dude. This guy. Hated him. He was garbage. Her, B class. She was amazing. Amazing. I lie. A class. With her hubby. She was amazing. I really liked her. The character was really nice. She knew how to fight. She was smart. Smart black woman. Okay. This guy. Don't know who he is. You didn't go in with the abyss. This thing. I put him in B. I actually was interested in him when he was about to eat Luke. I was like, yes, the Carnage. Well, I'm like that now, but